Guys, it's Angie. I haven't done one of my own little videos in a while, and oddly enough, I was just cooking, which rarely happens, and had this inspiration of a video to do. So, supper's steaming and simmering, so I thought I would just come do a spontaneous video. So the thought that I had was so many people get frustrated on this journey, of course, because it's a frustrating journey. But aside from that, a lot of people just get frustrated with thinking, why am I not in union? I'm doing the work, I'm doing everything, I'm facing my fears, I'm facing my insecurities, I'm healing this, I'm healing that, yet I'm still not in union. And some of you have been on the journey for a long time. Some of you have been on the journey longer than Rob and I have. Some of you are older than Rob and I have. So you might be thinking, like, what is wrong with me? Why am I not in union despite everything that I'm doing? So here's a different perspective of why union might not be happening for you yet. And I say yet because I do believe most of us will come into union at some point. But remember though, this is a journey of the soul, not the ego. So our ego is the one that's saying, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I've been on this journey this long, and I'm this old, and my twin is this old, and we don't have much time left. That's all ego. The soul sees everything from a very different perspective. And what the soul knows is that union happens in perfect divine time, not just for your connection with you and your twin. It happens in divine time for everybody. Because if you remember, we're not just connected to our twin, we're connected, all of us together as an entire universe. So your union is going to impact not just you, not just your twin, but everybody around you. So even people that aren't twin flames, your immediate family, your friends, even your neighbors, just as an example, if I can spit it out. Those of you that know our story know that Rob moved in with me when we came into union. So that very much impacted my whole community because they started seeing all of a sudden a different man coming to this house than what used to come here. And they felt the energy change. People that don't even know that we're twin flames walk in our house and go, wow, the energy is so different in here. They don't even understand energy, but yet they can feel something is different. So you see, you're impacting many, many people. And it might just not be time for those people to be ready to be impacted. It might not be time for the world to be impacted for your union. Also, remember, we all come into union in certain time frames to affect the grid in helping with the ascension. But we're not all coming into union at once, because if we did, we would just blow up the grid, right? Like all that love, all that energy, all that intensity at once would just literally explode our earth. And we're not here to do that. We're here to raise the vibration of it, not to explode it. So I wanted to put out this little video just to help you kind of ease your, insecurity, your doubt, your fear, your why is this not working kind of questions. That it's not always that you're not doing the work. It's not that, okay, I haven't faced this fear, that's why I'm not in union. Once I face this, I'll be there. Because what that kind of thinking does is it honestly gets you more stuck, because sometimes then all you're doing is constantly working and facing and fighting the process instead of flowing with the process. If you allow things to just unfold as they are meant to, rather than going, okay, once I heal this, then union will happen. Once I face this fear, then I'll be able to get into union. It doesn't work that way. It's not like, Rob and I, when we came into union, every fear, every insecurity, everything that we had to heal was healed. It's still not, because we're on a human journey. Whether we're in union or not, we're on a journey where we're always growing, always healing, always learning, always advancing, always progressing. Even past when we leave this body and we go back to spirit, we're still advancing and growing and learning there. So don't get caught up in that wheel of, okay, once I do this, then I'll get to union. Because you know what? That just leads to more and more disappointments. I also invite you not to look at other people and think, well, you're not in union because you haven't done this. Once you do this, you'll get to union. oh, well, you know, it's been 20 years on your journey. Well, you clearly haven't been doing the work, or, oh, you're not doing the healing that you need to do. It has nothing to do with that. I mean, yes, you know, we all do need to do the work that we all talk about, but it's not something you can force. It's not something that you can say, okay, well, I'm going to fix this, I'm going to heal that, and then I'll get to union. It's very much a soul journey, and your soul has decided when union is right for it. And it's not like it's a specific date in the future, because spirit doesn't work on time like we do. It works on divine time, in knowing that when the flow is right for the energy of everybody else around you, all the people that you're going to impact, the earth grid that you're going to impact. Even, you know, for Rob and I coming into union, our time was our time because we were meant to touch other people by sharing our story. If we had come into union earlier, those people might not have been ready to hear our story. It might not have helped them. It might not have been of benefit to them. So again, it's all about allowing the flow of the divine timing, rather than forcing, rather than pushing, and rather than judging yourself or others and thinking, well, clearly you aren't getting it together because you're this old, or you've been on the journey this long and you aren't in union and your twin isn't communicating with you. Let go of all of that judgment if you can, because that's just ego. So if you can just really, really, really trust that your soul has your back. Your higher self knows what it's doing. It's got a plan, and it is always on that plan, even if your ego has no clue of that plan, or your ego is fighting that plan, or your ego thinks that plan doesn't exist. Your soul always is in the driver's seat, and it always has things under control. So I invite you to just, as much as you can, surrender. I know that word. We all love that word, don't we? Surrender control of this journey from the ego to the soul. And just honor your soul, knowing that it knows what it's doing. You don't have to force anything. It's like the river analogy that we often use. You can't force the river to flow. You have to just allow yourself to flow with it, and then things go much easier. So I hope that's helpful to you. Sending you guys lots of love, and we'll be back with more videos soon. Bye.